Hello, everyone. This is Hector Castillo with Exit Realty New York Metro. Today, I have my dear friend, Barbara. Barbara Flynn, how are you?
I'm great, Hector. How you doing today?
Barbara, doing fantastic. Barbara is an Exit associate who has a very beautiful story to share with you guys. She is with Exit Realty United in Elmont, Long Island. So, Barbara, thank you for allowing me to interview you here. I want people to hear your story. Your story, it motivates me, by the way, just so you know.
Oh, thank you, Hector. You're always so sweet. Thank you.
It really does, yes. So, Barbara, the intent with this meeting with you is for you to share your story, and hopefully you inspire or motivate or let's say wake up someone out there that's a real estate agent
Gotcha.
that maybe lost, maybe frustrated, maybe in a downswing, because this business, as you know, is a roller coaster ride. You could be doing so well, all of a sudden you drop so fast. And that's why I want people to hear your story, because the little bit that I know about you, Barbara, I'll tell you, you really has come forward in so many ways. So let's get started here, if you don't mind, Barbara.
Let's do it.
Okay. So tell the audience, what year did you get licensed, and were you with another company before Exit?
Yes, I was licensed in 2015, and I was with a small brokerage, family brokerage, for 4 years. This is my third year with Exit Realty United, and my business kind of exploded since I've been here. It's amazing.
So when you started, you started what year with Exit again?
With Exit 3 years ago, so 2019.
19, so right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Wow. So obviously you had a couple of years of experience with the other company. So how was your first year with Exit as far as production?
It took me 6 months to close my first deal, but after that, they were like one after the other. So my first year was a little slow, but my second year, I went up 400%.
400%?
From my first year here. Yeah.
Wow. So wait a second, hold on. Let's backtrack a little bit here. Okay, because this is very good information for everyone to know, because you started in 2019.
Right.
What happened was that, okay, obviously, it took you 6 months to close your first deal, and you started getting your feet wet with Exit in 2019. Then all of a sudden, 2020 hit, the pandemic hit. So how were you able, Barbara, to increase your production 400% right after 2019, if we were dealing with the pandemic?
Because my office gave the opportunity to do Zoom trainings. We did the weekly trainings like you provided as well. All the trainings that you provided, we were able to do virtual tours. We were able to take that and kind of like throw our little, I can't say the word, our little personality into the mix. And when the market did open back up, we knew what to do. We were ready, and we were ready to hit the streets.
So what I'm hearing from you, Barbara, is the fact that, yeah, granted, we were dealing with the pandemic. Okay, we were not allowed as realtors to do any work, pretty much, right?
Right.
But yeah, you did not go to sleep. You continue working. You continue to invest your time into learning,
Exactly.
which really makes a big difference. If you're not learning, you are now delaying your growth.
Exactly.
That's the way it is.
I also did have other tools in place. I had my magazines going out once a month, and like my sphere of influence was very, incremental to my success. I was able to get like family members that wanted to list and relocate, and they were like, "Bob, we trust you to come into our home, do virtual tours," and I was able to like maximize on that as well.
That's beautiful.
It was great.
So tell the audience here, Barbara, what type of work have you done before real estate?
You name it.
You name it.
I'll give you a quick synopsis. I graduated high school a long time ago. I started working. I graduated Friday, started that Monday at McGraw-Hill. I was a copy editor for 4 years. I got approached by a headhunter when she changed Manhattan Bank, was the senior secretary for an international real estate division for 5 years.
Mm.
got poached by one of our consultants, ran his 2 companies for another 5 years. Had my children, worked part-time after that.
How many kids, by the way?
2 children, aged 30 and 20. I had my son. I was local. I went from Manhattan to Long Island. I had Nick. And after that, my company split up. I started working for a physician. I basically ran his surgery center for 11 years. And unfortunately, he passed away. After that, I had my own medical transcription company for 2 years. Everything got, sent over to another country because of cost reasons. I went to work at a major hospital in Long Island for a neurology department, worked there for another 13 years. Got hurt on the job. And after that, I went back to University of Phoenix, got my degree, and gave real estate a try. And this is my passion. But when I first started real estate, I also had 5 other jobs. I was an Uber driver. I did
Uber. Did you say Uber?
Uber.
Wow.
And I would market my real estate in my Uber, handing out cards. So I would get listings out of that. So I was always double downing. I got knocked down. I kept getting back up again. I didn't let anything get me down.
Wow.
So
for how long did you do Uber, by the way?
I did Uber for 4 years until the pandemic. And now I just drive people to the doctors and help them food shop and do, take them to the airport and stuff like that. But I haven't logged on to Uber since the pandemic.
Now that you say Uber, it reminds me of a story. And I just did an interview just recently with another one of our associates in the Bronx. His name is Emran. Emran also started real estate in 2019 and was driving an Uber. And same story, very similar to yours. He went from doing very little bit to now he has become a top producer, just like you have, Barbara. So something about Uber, I don't know what it is.
No, the best thing about Uber is it covers your bills until closings. So at least you don't have to before I did Uber, I was borrowing money. And every time I closed, I had zero. With Uber, I was able to pay my bills. And when I had a closing, I started investing. And I was able to I have all my T3 redone. I have a vision board where I'm getting my condo, my car, my financial security. I see the light. Before that, it was darkness. Right. So it's all good.
I speak about real estate being a maze, right? Mm-hmm. Real estate is a maze. When you get into real estate, it's a maze. There is so many directions that your business can go, right? Mm-hmm. But quite often, many of them get lost in the maze. They don't know what's next. They don't know what's priority, right? You, my dear, you have been able to, and I'm sure it has not been easy for you, Barbara.
No.
Not at all, right?
No, it's a hard work.
We see the success that you have, but we don't see the challenge that you experience, right? So with that said, there's a lot of people that may be watching this video and may be saying, but wait a second, this is easy for Barbara to say because she's successful, but yet they don't know what you went through.
You have to find routines. You have to find a coach. You have to learn through Hector. I had to get a good CRM. I had to learn how to do my website. I had to learn how to do my exit listing presentations. It's building the bricks of your brick house. And you have to be consistent and you got to keep going every day going, I got this. Wow. And just when you think you lose a listing, you got to make 10 more calls and try to get one more listing. You got to keep pushing and pushing. You can't give up in real estate. You can't.
No. Real estate, in my opinion, obviously is one of the best industries to be in, but it's one of the toughest to stay in because the inconsistency that many people go through. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem. So if you as a real estate professional learn how to build great habits, productive habits, and stay consistent, I'm telling you, your business will always flourish. Would you say that?
Exactly. That's what my coach works with me every 2 weeks to try to ensue. I have my A, B, and C right in front of me on my board. I have Post-its. She knows how I work. I'm a visual. I need to see it. She knows how to adjust her program to me. And it's amazing. I'm so thrilled. And I've been working with Jamie for 8 months now, and my life has changed.
Barbara, there are agents out there that have been in real estate, obviously, for a year, some of them 5, some of them 10, 20 years. And some of them, they have not experienced the success that you have acquired in a very short time.
Mhm.
not only in a very short time, but you did it at the time where we were dealing with
Yeah,
the pandemic.
right? Oh, no.
Amazing. Exactly, right? So with that said, I know for a fact, Barbara, that you are a very open-minded individual.
Mhm.
I can see that very clear.
Exactly.
And I believe that your success has a lot to do with that, right?
Yes, I've been through a lot of adversity. I don't judge anybody. I treat everybody the way I want to be treated.
Right,
And I am a sponge.
right.
I try to take in and absorb everything I can.
Yeah, sponge. I use that a lot. Sponge, be a
Okay.
sponge. Yeah. So Barbara, obviously 2019, you were a rookie.
Oh, yeah.
Can you explain a little bit about that?
Rookie of the year right here.
Rookie of the year. Look at that. Rookie of the year. Can you explain what has transpired over the last few years?
I was taken under another agent's wing, and she taught me the ropes basically, and
Right.
told me what classes to take. But I can't tell you, it's just like the energy in this office is amazing. Everybody builds each other up. Nobody's out to like stab anybody in the back. Everybody. Yesterday I went door knocking for 2 hours finally with another agent in the office, and we got to talk as we door knocked. We had 10 responses. We had 10 people we met over 2 hours. That's an amazing turnout.
Amazing. Yeah.
So everybody wants everybody to succeed, because if they succeed, the office succeeds. And it's a great,
Absolutely.
I work in a beautiful office. You have no idea. You park right in front of the door, beautiful chandeliers, great broker. It's amazing.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm not just like blowing smoke. This is true.
Got it. Got it.
So,
So the fact that you were a rookie now, what's going to happen? What happened after you became a rookie as far as your words?
oh, right now, we just had a meeting last week. Now I'm starting a team. So now I have 3 people under my team. So
Nice.
I went from a rookie to a bronze to silver, and I'm going for the gold. So I'm doing it
So,
little by little.
so okay. So you went from being a rookie,
Mhm.
bronze, silver, and now you're
Yeah.
going for gold.
I'm going for gold next year.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah. So yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, though, that's beautiful. It's amazing to see. It's amazing, Barbara, to see how you have grown in a very short time, at a
But
time that has been very challenging for a lot of people out there.
I also want to like say one other thing, Hector. The first week I was here, there was a snowstorm in 2019. Steve Morris was at the New Hyde Park Inn.
Right.
Nobody was showing up. Joanne said, Barbara, get to the New Hyde Park Inn. The first week I met Steve Morris. He autographed my book. I was like, wow, this guy is great. The next week I met Angel Tucker. I met like the core crew the first week. The first year I went to the convention in Nashville, had a blast. The energy alone, like trying to, I can't explain it. I brand myself. I'm on
Yes.
bus stops. I'm in the cleansing station at CVS. Exit taught me to brand myself. I can't tell you. People are like, wait a second, I saw you at CVS. I saw you at Hampton Turnpike. I'm everywhere. I'm like a little eyewitness news van. I'm all over Long Island. I'm nuts. Oh, I heard of you. I'm like, oh, great, thanks.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
So yeah.
Barbara, I want to speak briefly about how early in your career, you also became part of the program we have, which is called the Real Estate Master Club.
Mhm.
But not only you did that, but you also hire one of the coaches. Can you speak about that?
I was doing your Friday masterclass,
Right.
and then I had some really great closings where, I mean, I can't even tell you. I said, if I don't invest that money in myself, what am I going to do? And every closing I do invest 10% in myself. I always do.
Perfect.
10% towards business, like business cards, different types, rounded. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Rounded edges, front and back, a nice feel. Every time I do a closing, I invest 10% back in myself. So I said, you know what? If I don't invest in a coach, what am I doing? So a lot of people are like, oh, that's a lot of money, this and that. But I'm telling you, the habits alone are going to improve my business tenfold. I see that.
Yeah.
And it keeps me going. When you feel like you're going down, the coach brings you back up. No, Barbara, you got this. So that's a huge difference. Huge. So that's my experience with the Master Club.
Now, this video is being recorded now in March 2022.
Okay.
How long have you been working with that coach?
Since July of 2021.
Look at that. Wow. So you're coming up almost into a year.
And I'm
Okay.
halfway there to 90-10 split.
And look at the production when you started and look at the way it is now, right?
Right.
So the question, quite often people say, well, it's too much money. I don't know if I should invest. And one thing that I always said, and I don't know if you heard this before, the question is not so much what is it going to cost me? The question is, well, yeah, what is it going to cost me if I do not invest in it?
Exactly.
Because you could invest X amount of that. You could invest $1,000, $2,000, whatever that is. And if you invest, that may turn into 50,000, maybe 100, maybe 200. And that's where people are lost. People get lost because they are, and listen, I'm not saying that money comes free to people.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. What I'm saying is that if there's an opportunity that an agent should invest in their business, take it.
Exactly.
Right? Especially
You have
when
to
you have a coach. You go through the real estate master club, you learn all the strategies. Then after that, then you get yourself a coach. And I'll tell you, your life will never be the same once you do that.
It's transformed. It's amazing. Because if you don't invest in yourself, who will?
That's exactly right. Yeah. Barbara, let's shift gears a little bit. So how many hours and how many days do you work?
Lately, I've been traveling a lot, but now I'm focusing because my next vacation is not for a couple months. But I've been traveling once a month for a week, so I got to get back on track.
That's
but
beautiful.
I average, it depends, anywhere between 30 and 60 hours a week, depending on what I need to do. If I have to have open houses, I do it if I need. But every day I try to make 20 phone calls. I try to make sure I put into my CRM that I do my affirmations. I always invest in myself every day. So it can go anywhere from 30 to 60, but I'd say probably an average about 45 hours a week.
Got it. And how many days do you do?
For a while I was doing 7, now I'm down to 5.
Oh, nice.
I try to take Sundays and Wednesdays.
And again, it's creating habits, right?
Exactly.
At first, you work as many hours as you can, right? You put as much time. Once you start building your clientele, once you start building your listing inventory, and you have enough closings, then you could just go out there and do things like, in your case, you going on vacations more.
Yeah.
Okay? You're taking a break, right? You're taking a break.
Right.
But the fact that you're taking a break, when you're working, you really hit it hard. I know that. And that's why your production is not going to stop, because you're consistent, right? So can you tell the audience here, what drives you, Barbara? What drives you?
My vision board.
Your vision board.
I look at that every day to say, this is my next goal. I want to achieve this, this, and this. And Hector, I have another funny story real quick. Yeah. Last year, my sister's friend backed out of a trip to Hawaii. I was in Hawaii with my iPad and got a listing and a sale, and had made like that kind of inspired me. So when I came back, I was in the office at like 8 o'clock that Monday morning. Somebody drove by as a walk-in and said, I like your work ethic. I want to list with you. So it just, if you do the right thing every day, it compounds. So isn't that kind of cool? You can go away with your iPad and still work because we have the technology to do that with Exit.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Once you're connected with your activities, once you're doing your habits, all of a sudden things just come to you.
Exactly.
It just comes to you. All of a sudden, a deal falls on your lap and you're wondering, how did this happen? No, it's not how did this happen. It's what you did before.
Right.
Why it happened. You see?
Exactly.
Wow, that is so cool.
That's kind of cool, right?
It is.
And so that kind of lifted me up when I came back. So I was good.
That is great. Now, so you spoke about your vision board. Number one, where do you have your vision board located?
Right now, it is on my door of where I live when I walk out every day. So before I leave the house every day, I say, I just did this, but this is what I want to accomplish today. So before I leave, it's taped to my door. So before I leave every day, I'm looking at that saying, this is why I'm going to work.
Beautiful.
But I also have my vision board here too. I have another one. I have 2. I have one in the office too.
can you elaborate a little bit on the vision board? What are some of the things you have on the vision board?
The first thing I have is a set of teeth with a smile.
Nice.
The second thing
And
I have,
that's already done. That's taken care of.
I just finished my last surgery last week. I had all my teeth replaced. So I know everything is, you have no idea what I look like for months with ice packs. The second thing I have is I'm going to get myself a new condo. So I have a picture of the MLS listing that I want. The third thing I have is my car that I want. And then I have like, financial security with little dollars. Then I have like wardrobe because I want, besides my exit clothes, I want other clothes. But and that my family and vacations, I have cruise ships. I have like 6 different categories that I go for.
Beautiful.
But I work my way around from clockwise.
Yeah. So look, a vision board to me is more like, sort of like the end in mind. Where do you want to go?
Exactly.
What do you want to accomplish, right? So you begin. So if you are a real estate agent and you don't have your vision board, start putting one together.
It's a must.
Go to Staples, okay? Get a little.
Go to Dollar Tree. Go to Dollar Tree.
Go to Dollar Tree.
Two pieces of oak tech for $1.25.
That's it.
That's it. Keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. And then the way you do, you just think of the different categories that you want to include.
Exactly.
And just take images of it. Take images, and that becomes your vision board.
Yep, exactly.
And I'll tell you one thing though. You want to get more specific when it comes to a vision board. Here's what I suggest: come up with the categories, take the images, and put a date below when you want to accomplish it.
Mine say now.
You see, so now by you putting dates, now you see, like in your case, Barbara, you got your teeth already taken care of. Guess what? Checked off. That's already done.
This was huge.
Imagine, it's expensive. Absolutely.
Especially during COVID when they kept canceling my appointments.
Barbara, so you mentioned before that you have a CRM, right?
Yes.
Okay, which one do you use, by the way?
Yours, Wise Agent.
Wise Agent, right?
Yeah,
beautiful.
It's the most cost-effective, easiest CRM to use.
Perfect. How long you been using it?
Since you told me to.
How long is it been now?
I'd say probably about 1.5 years.
About 1.5 years. Beautiful. Why do you think it's necessary for you in your business to have a CRM?
The CRM is my daily to-do list. If you put the dates that you're going to contact your clients again, it pops up as your to-do list. So when you don't know where to make those 20 phone calls, you look to your CRM and they pop up on your screen. It's your agenda.
Right.
It keeps you focused. And then there's so many automated things you could do, the way you send out your texts and emails and everything else. It's the basic, the total basic that you need to succeed.
I believe that, as I said before, real estate is a maze. By you as an agent, not having a CRM, you are lost in the maze of real estate.
You're just juggling.
Because now you're thinking about everything in your brain. What comes next? What do I need to do? Who I got to speak to? Who's the for sale owner that I got to go see? Who do I have to prospect? Where am I going? The CRM helps you organize.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's a game changer.
It is. And listen, I got my first, when I started real estate back in 1988, I got my first CRM in 1990. At the time, they were not popular.
No.
But I knew that I needed to invest. And let me tell you, my business flourished. So I'm recommending every one of you to please, if you don't have a CRM, invest in a CRM. It's a lifesaver, right?
Oh, totally. And another thing about Wise Agent is I did Zillow for a year and all my leads went into my CRM automatically through Zillow. So it incorporates and it has so many different, it's amazing.
Yeah. So if you choose to invest in a CRM, make sure you get the training. You need to know how every single feature in that program works. Otherwise, you're going to be lost. You're going to be investing money. You're not going to use it. So Barbara, before we go now, and I'll tell you, I'm glad you're sharing all this information. I'm sure that some of the agents watching this, they're laughing, they're cracking up.
I hope so.
Listen,
I'm a silly agent.
But I'll tell you what, though, you say you're a silly agent, but you have created habits that have made you become a top producer, and that's what
Yeah,
it's about.
exactly.
You know, one of the things that I say is this, right? You know, our time in real estate is limited.
Hmm.
If we don't do things now, when would you do it? You don't want to wait 5, 10 years from now and say, I should have done that. I should have done that. No. First things first, get yourself your CRM, invest in the real estate master club, invest in a coach after that, and
Yeah.
develop the habits. Would you say that?
You nailed it. Yes.
That's the way, right?
Yep, totally.
Barbara, what would you tell someone that perhaps may be thinking about joining real estate, doing a career change into real estate, or someone that's looking at exit that is not with exit yet? What would you say to them?
I would say choose exit. You'd have the best support team you have behind you, and you have the tools to build a business properly with the proper education and the basic fundamental tools that you need to succeed.
That's beautiful. Thank you very much. For those of you watching, you see, I'm not sure if you realize, but Barbara, she's in the office right now.
And
okay?
I'm so distracted, it's not funny.
And I'll tell you what's interesting here is that you have a headset. I always recommend when you are in the office, have a headset. Otherwise, you're going to be so distracted,
Right.
Barbara, I just want to thank you, Barbara, for sharing your story.
Thank you, Hector.
Somehow, oh, my pleasure, my dear. I know that somehow someone is going to pick up some ideas from you.
I just want to say one more thing, Hector.
Go ahead.
One more. Just by doing this video with you was a big obstacle that I had to overcome. And we do have our mortgage guy come at every staff meeting and take me outside to do a video. But just by doing this interview with you gives me more confidence. So I want to say thank you.
Oh, well, I'm glad. Well, listen,
I appreciate you, Hector. Oh, thanks.
My dear, listen, we appreciate you as well. And we're looking forward to handing you your next award.
Can't wait.
The award summit coming up soon.
I'm dressing to the 10s, honey. For the girl in the sparkles.
That's right. Hey, listen, make sure if you have any question you have for Barbara, please reach out to Barbara Flynn. She's with Exit Realty United in Elmont, Long Island. And
Thank you.
This lady is so giving. She's so giving. She has such a great personality, and she's never going to hold back. She's always willing to pay it forward.
Exactly. You nailed it.
Beautiful. Well, listen, Barbara, all the best to you. Continued success.
You as well, Hector. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll see you at the next one.
Okay, great.
Day today. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.